All right, so for example 4, I'm giving you 2 points, and I want you to go ahead and graph them on your paper. We're going to graph them. Then you're going to recognize, hopefully, what type of line you have, and then we're going to talk about their slope. This is a special slope because it's a special line. So for letter 4A, here are your points. You got to remember that you only need 2 points to make a line. So if this first point is -1, 2, it's going to go about right here. Second point is at 4, 2. That's going to go about right here. And since we're talking about a line, I'm going to try to make a nice straight one. There is the line that contains these 2 points. Now, the question on your note says, what kind of line is it? Well, hopefully you can recognize, if you graph this on your notes, that this line is a horizontal line, okay? This is a horizontal line. Horizontal lines have a special way that their equations are written. Horizontal lines also have special slopes. So in order to discover what that slope is, let's use our formula. Excuse me. No, don't stop it, don't stop it. All right. All right. Let's use our formula to find the slope of this line. All right. So the first thing I'm going to do is label my points so I don't make any careless mistakes. I'm going to write my slope formula back up here because I erased it, but you still got it on the top of your page. And then it's a plug and chug. To find the slope of this horizontal line, 2 minus 2 divided by 4 minus -1. So we know that this becomes a positive. 2 minus 2 is 0. 4 plus 1 is 5. When you simplify that, the slope of this line is 0. If you put 0 divided by 5 in your calculator, it's going to give you 0. So, what I want you to write on your paper in your notes is, all horizontal lines have 0 slope. This is a rule. So if I tell you that the slope of the line is 0, you should automatically be able to tell me that that line is horizontal. If I ask you what the slope of a horizontal line is, you should be able to tell me automatically that the slope is 0. Okay? They go one and the same. Now look at letter B. All right? I give you 2 more points. So go ahead really quick. You guys can sketch your graph on your paper while I'm writing it on the board. And I'll catch up. Here's my sketch.
Ooh. Ooh.
No, what's wrong?
Ooh.
Is it crooked?
Mm-mm.
Oh.
Erase. Try again.
Oh, come on, Miss Allen.
Come on, we're gonna do it right. Would you let a student give you a crooked line like that?
No, because I told them they have to use graph paper.
There we go.
Shout out to Leslie for showing me the coolest graph paper ever today. Go to Google Images and then type in graphs and you will see the best graphing paper ever. The best. I gotta get me some. All right, here we go. How's this, Miss Allen? And bam. Better?
Yes.
Okay. So, point A, best I can do. 1, 2, 3, 4. Goes here. Point B, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is here. So connect the points, and hopefully you should recognize that we just graphed a vertical line. All right. Now we know that vertical lines are special cases, just like your horizontal lines. Let's find out what the slope is of this line. Label your points. My formula, well, you got it still on your paper. Y2 minus Y1 divided by 4 minus 4. Well, -1 minus 2 gives you -3. 4 minus 4 gives you 0. Put -3 divided by 0 in your calculator. Go ahead. You do have a calculator, right? Pull out your iPhone and go to calculator and put in, I'm going to do it real quick, I don't know, can you zoom in on this, Miss Allen? I don't know if you can. If I put in, clear, -3 divided by 0, my iPhone tells me I get an error. So if you're using your error, if you're using an iPhone or a calculator, you will get an error. What that means is your calculator is trying to tell you that we can't divide by 0, which means when we're talking about slope, that slope is undefined. We can't give it a number because we don't divide by 0. That's just a rule. We cannot do that. So when we're talking about vertical lines, the rule is, and I'll write it right here, all vertical lines have undefined slope. That's what you want to add with example B. So horizontal lines, 0 slope. Got to remember one and the other. Vertical lines, undefined slope. Okay? Got to remember those two special cases. Now, to summarize what we know about slopes, and these are things that are just going to help you, the shortcuts, kind of help you remember if I ask you to describe a line based on the slopes. Let's write these down. To summarize what we can find out about slopes, the first thing you want to write is a line that has a positive slope points up to the right. So in other words, it's going to be going in this direction on your paper. Okay? It doesn't matter what the slope, the actual ratio is. If that ratio is a positive number, your graph, your line is going to be going in the upward right-hand corner. It's going to be pointing that way. On the other hand, a line that has a negative slope will point to the left. So it will be in this direction.
So it should point up to the left.
Up to the left.
Okay.
Okay, just gotta say up to the left. All right? So you may be asked the question, they may just give you a picture of a line or a graph of a line, and they may just ask you, is the slope positive or negative? They may not give you any points, you won't have a formula, all you're gonna have is that line, so you've gotta recognize the direction that it's pointing up to, so you can tell me if it's positive or negative. And then, if we remember these two, plus your horizontal lines have 0 slope, and your vertical lines have undefined slope, that's pretty much 4 basic things that you have to remember about a slope, just generally speaking. So please keep these in mind.